say a few words?
Okay.
A few words?
I will 5 minutes. So I want to briefly introduce the Meaningful Living Group. So I want to begin by saying that I want to tell you something about how to make New Year resolution that will last. Okay? Every year people want to make New Year resolution. And it doesn't matter how many times they have failed in the past, doesn't matter, right? But they still want to make some resolution. Sometimes losing weight or eat healthier or whatever. So I want to begin by saying that New Year resolution is a good thing. It's good. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, it doesn't matter. You know why it's good? Because it expresses the power of hope and faith and belief. When you make a new resolution, you express the desire and the hope that next year will be better, right? That next year will bring more financial success. Next year will bring more happiness and better health. So that is the hope and faith and belief. It's very powerful motivation. You have no hope, in no future, right? So that's good because it expresses the capacity of hope. Secondly, New Year resolution expresses the universal human desire, human yearning for personal growth, for fulfilling your potential. Okay? And you might not realize that everybody is valuable, everybody is unique, and everybody has a gift. And God has endowed us with potential to blossom, to flourish, to grow, and to develop all we are meant to be. So that is another good thing about your resolution, because every time you make a resolution, you want to develop some part of you that you like, and repair or get rid of part of you that are undesirable. Okay? Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that about me. So you want to make changes, right? But more importantly, New Year resolution is important because it indicates your awareness of your need for change. Now, that self-awareness is the beginning of lasting change. Now, I posted in a Facebook saying that, if you want to make significant and lasting change, the process begins with self-awareness and ends with inner transformation. In other words, a lasting change had to come from inside out. It has to come from within you. It's not important outside. It comes deep within your soul, deep within the depth of your being. Okay? So that is the Meaningful Living Groups are about, because here we want to share with you a system of change, a process of change with the necessary tools and vehicles that help you to implement change step by step. But it's not something that happens overnight. It's a process. You learn to trust the process. You will trust the process, it will work. Okay? Let me give an example. Okay? Usually, when you fail to implement your New Year resolution, it usually is because of situation, right? Something happened that derailed my best plan. Economy collapsed. Something bad happened. Fate intervened. Situation. Right? But according to our the meaning approach, what happened to you is less important than the meaning you attach to it. Okay? So the same thing happened to A and B, but A thinks that's a disaster, We think, oh, good, this is a good opportunity to rise to the challenge, to grow. See? It is the meaning you attach to the event that's important for you to make positive change. The second important lesson is that when we fail, the first instinct is to blame other people. Should I be done?
You don't pick the right one.
Should I be done? People let me down. They betray me. They betray me. They make me angry. They block me. They sabotage me. They make me fail. But from our mini approach, nobody can make you mad unless you make yourself mad. You give them power to make you fail. You give other people power to make you sad or mad. So it's not other people, it's the meaning you attach to other people's statement, behavior, attitude. It's how you make meaning of other people. Right? Finally, the biggest block for your success is truly you yourself. You know, I just talked to Ling about the daughter, often people don't want to make change because it is human nature to stay put. Because it doesn't require any effort to stay put, right? People like status quo, like stay the way they are. To make change really require either outside motivation, shuffle you out of the house, or come within you. So if I stay put, I'll rot, I'll waste my life will be wasted. So, so we are the biggest enemy to ourselves. So the biggest block to success is not situation, not other people, it's we ourselves. Maybe fear of success, or fear of this, fear of that, or fear of rejection. That's why you're afraid to meet new people, because you're afraid of rejection. Or you're afraid of trying things, because if you don't try, say, hey, nobody can blame you for being a failure, right? Or that's self-handicapping. So, there are all kinds of things we do actually handicap ourselves. So now we have to say, part of the thing you learn is that, well, how to make friends with a part of you that's holding you back. Okay? Because there are different parts of us. Some parts are desirable, helpful. Some parts are not so helpful, holding us back. So your job is how to make friends, how to enlist the part of you that is holding you back, and how to turn that into your resource and your help. So there are many lessons to be learned throughout the course. So last year we went through 10 lessons. So next year we're going to go through a 10 lesson again, but with a revised version, okay, with more exercise. So I invite you all to come, and so we work together to see how we can implement the process of change, not only for ourselves, but for our clients, for other people. So when we change, we make this world a better world, right? That's how Confucius said that, right? If you want world peace, you begin with changing yourself. Gandhi said the same thing. Christianity also said the same thing, right? So the key is that real change begins with you, from within. And that's the key, right? And so hopefully next year we'll study the change process, so how we can make resolutions that will stick. Okay? My 5 minutes up. Thank you for attention.